Wow, I said that all wrong. Let me start all over. Let's start all over. Let's do that over. Oh God, I gotta do all these over. Hello, welcome back to All Things Gumball. Today is May 1st, 2020. May 1st is a significant day in my world. It's actually the anniversary of Zoe's mom's and my... I said that kind of weird. Hello, welcome back to All Things Gumball. Today is May 1st, 2020. And actually, it's the anniversary of my wife, not my wife, my ex-wife. My ex-wife and I were divorced, but this is the day we got married many years ago. Zoe's mom and me got married. Avery, my other daughter, and she and I got married on this day many years ago. So, how are y'all doing? How are you guys holding up during the coronavirus? Everybody keeps asking me. They're sending me messages on my YouTube channel. Why don't I discuss the coronavirus thing, the whatever you call it? And honestly, I haven't checked vending machines in probably, seems like about 4 weeks, about a month. Right before everything got closed down, I went and got my hair cut, and then the next day, our city here in Dallas, they told us no salons can be open. So I'm glad I did that because my hair grows fairly quickly. Welcome back to All Things Gumball. If you guys are subscribers, and thank you for that. If you're not subscribers, feel free to subscribe if you want to learn about the vending business. These days, it's kind of a strange things are going on these days. What do you do about your vending business? As you know, my primary business is vending machines. It's gumball style vending machines, quarter vending machines. I don't have really anything to fall back on. I have a little bit of a savings account, so I'm not really stressing out too much. But one story I'll say, I used to, when I was younger, I grew up on a farm. We, meaning my family and I, we grew up on a farm. And my mother was a big fan of having dogs. She loved dogs. And we ended up having a kennel on our farm, and we would sell dogs. It wasn't ideal. It wasn't an ideal situation to be raising these dogs because there was no love. We didn't really show a lot of affection to these dogs. I have 3 brothers and 3 sisters, and we didn't go out and play with the dogs. We just kind of housed the dogs. And there was a few dogs that we had running loose on our property. We had a few dogs in the house, but most of them were in the kennel. And we really didn't give these dogs much affection. So I'm sorry to say that. That's kind of a sad situation for these dogs. But the dogs that we did spend a lot of time with, we would train them. We would teach them obedience training. And when you're going through something like obedience training, if the dog hears 2 commands, like let's say I told the dog sit, and my mother said stay, or let's say my mother says come to the dog, and I say sit to the dog doesn't know what to do because he's confused. He hears 2 messages. And so what he'll do is he'll just sit down and kind of wait until he hears a more distinct command. What is the command? Is it to come? Is it to sit? What do you want me to do? And he basically just sits there and waits until he hears what is to be done. And that's kind of what I feel like I'm doing during this quarantine thing. I'm not really sure what to do. I don't really know what to say in these videos. I don't want to be giving wrong information. I'm just trying to tell you what I've been doing. I haven't really been working for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And to be quite honest, it's kind of boring. It's kind of... I have gotten a lot of sleep, I'll tell you that. This is probably the most sleep I've ever gotten in my entire life. Doing a lot of cleaning, doing a lot of house cleaning. And a second story I wanted to share with you guys is I remember taking a trip with my daughters, and we went down to Destin, Florida. And if you ever get a chance, Destin, Florida is one of the prettiest beaches you can go visit in America, in my opinion, from all that I've seen. And I haven't seen too many beaches, but Destin is a really pretty beach. My brother is a little younger than me, Philip. He and I were walking along the beach, and there was a pier that went out over the ocean. It went out probably half a mile out. I mean, it's a long walk, you know. It's really kind of cool when you walk out there, and especially at night. The weather's nice, it's cool, there's a breeze, and people are fishing, and they were all kind of, you know, gregarious and friendly, and it was just a good experience. You know, you walk out and you could just talk to anybody. Nobody would try to, you know, avoid you or something. They were all very friendly. They love talking about what they do or what they're doing. You know, and basically all you got to do is walk up to somebody and say, "Have you caught anything?" And they'll talk to you, and you could talk to them for 30 minutes or so. And one of the things that we did notice when we were walking on that pier, it was during the daytime, we were talking to the people that were fishing. And I'm not much of a fisherman because I don't like waiting around 30 minutes or an hour to catch something. You know, that bores me. But we did notice that almost every single person that we talked to, and there were probably 50 or 60 people up on that pier, they were all talking about they were catching sharks. They all were catching sharks. And then they'd throw them back. You know, they wouldn't keep them. For some reason, I've heard that shark meat is not very delicious. Later in that day, my brother and I rented a kayak, and it was a kayak that was big enough for two, and we went out in the water, and we thought it was a lot of fun, and then we ended up tipping over the kayak. And my brother's younger than me. He was, I don't know, he was probably about 25 or 30 at the time when this happened, this story, when it happened. And he started to panic. You know, like he was really panicking, and I don't know whether it was because he couldn't swim, or was it because of the sharks that he knew were in the water. I have a feeling it was because of the sharks. And for me, I just thought to myself, panicking isn't going to do us a damn bit of good. It's not going to help us at all. It really is not going to help us, because your brain is focused on something other than solving the problem. When you panic, you're not solving the problem. And I just calmly said to my brother Philip, I said, "Philip, stop panicking. We've got to get this boat flipped over so we can get back in the boat. So let's focus on that." And I just said, don't panic. You know, it's not going to serve you. It's not going to help you. So don't panic. Let's flip this thing back over and get back in the boat. And that's what we ended up doing. And we worked together as a team. But if he would have not taken my advice, or if I was panicking like him, we would have been out there a lot longer. We wouldn't have been able to get that boat flipped over as quickly, I should say. We may have solved the problem. And that seems to be something that you could take with you no matter where you go. You know, don't panic. It's not going to help you. Whatever you're in, just if you're in a car accident, you know, or if your house is on fire or something, or your car goes into a lake or something, look around you. Don't panic. Look around you and see, how can I solve this problem? What's happening? You know, the house is on fire. Okay, look for, you know, don't panic. Look for a way of escape. You know, look for a way that you can, if the house is on fire, look for some way that you can cover yourself. Maybe go in the bathtub and start spraying with the shower head a blanket, get it soaking wet and cover yourself with it. Think calmly. Think, you know, calmly. Take your time and just take your time and relax and think about what is the best solution to this problem. And I think that's what we just have to do today. Think about what the solution is. For me, I have so many vending machines. All the places I could go visit, I know are closed. Now, those businesses probably have their air conditioning turned off, and the candy's probably getting damaged, but I can't panic about it. I can't just panic about it, because that's not going to solve the problem. The panicking, if I panic or get upset or get angry or get worried, that doesn't turn the air conditioning on, you know. So think clearly, think calmly, think rationally. What is my solution. If you're like me and you have so many vending machines and that is your primary way of paying your bills, maybe now might be a good time to start thinking about another type of work. Maybe supplement your work, maybe find a way to do a part-time job. One of the things that I've been doing is, as you can see, I have a lot of parts. I have a lot of vending machine parts, and I'm selling those on eBay. So that's one way that you can make a little extra money. Maybe get a part-time job driving for Uber, and I know a lot of people aren't really going very many places, but those are ways that you can think about supplementing your income if this is all you do. I know most of you guys out there that watch these videos, you don't have that many machines. So you guys are asking me what I'm doing. I'm thinking of the future. I'm thinking of, another thing I'm thinking is, there's rumor going around that we might be going to a cashless society, a cashless, lifestyle. Use credit cards, use debit cards, things like that. So if and when, I know when is the better option. It's not an if, it is when we get the restaurants open and the businesses open again, what I should do is just deal with finding Coke machines, snack machines, because I know Coke machines and snack machines can take credit cards. They can read debit cards. Because what if we do go into a cashless society? I don't want to be blind to the fact that we may get to a point where coins are obsolete, paper money is obsolete, and everything is paid by credit or debit cards. Okay, and I know that even you can get, I have the Cash App. Cash App is a way to transfer money from one person to another. There's no credit card involved. All you need is a phone number. If you've got my phone number, you can send me money. I can send you money. So there's no paper involved. There's no credit card involved. And I have a feeling that's the way the future's leading. So as I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. I feel like that dog who's hearing two commands, and I don't really know what to do. I'm just kind of sitting down for the time being. I'm just sitting down and I'm weighing out my options. Do I want to stay in the vending business? Do I want to keep pushing for vending and keeping my own business? Do I want to work for someone else? I don't know. I'm sitting down and I'm trying to hear a louder command. I hear two commands. One says keep going with the way you're going. One says try to find something else. So I'm going to just sit down, relax. I'm not going to panic, but I'm going to weigh out my options and see what I'm going to do. I have a lot of vending machines. I don't really want to give up on something I've worked so hard for. Also, if you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to call. I don't mind. My phone number is 214-708-9287. And leave a text message because I do get a lot of junk phone calls. But if you guys need help with anything, or if you want some personal advice or whatever about this business, or you just need an encouraging word or something, keep in mind I'm 55 years old. You young guys may be feeling a little bit discouraged or bummed out or whatever. Maybe you just need someone to talk to, a little bit of encouragement or something. I'm not God or anything like that, but I'm a person like you, and you can call me if you feel like you want to talk. All right, that's all. I'll leave it at that. So I will keep you guys informed, and I hope you guys have a good day. Okay, I'll catch you guys on another video, or you'll catch me on another video. Have a good morning, have a good evening, or have a good afternoon.